This is the Sorel Tofino II women's boot, and this is not the Joan of Arctic Sorel women's boot, but it looks a lot like it, doesn't it? In this video, I'm actually going to compare the Tofino II to the real Joan of Arctic Sorel women's boot, but I'm also going to show you some really good copies of the Sorel boots. This is one of them. It's made by a company called JBU, written down here, and as you can see, and I started to show you, and I'll compare it online. We'll go to the video in a moment, but it is a really great replica. It's a quality item, and I wanted to just show you that here. Just in terms of the rubber, the construction, it's really good considering that it's a lot less than half the price. I would say almost a third of the two-thirds of the price. It is waterproof, just like the real boot. One difference is that the insulation is not as thick. The Joan of Arctic has 6 millimeters of felt inside lining that's removable. This has the fake straps, which on the real Joan of Arctic, oops, so you can see that. These straps come undone, so you can remove this felt piece inside, this insert. These are just for show, but from afar you'd really never know. I'll show you that online. Again, it's got the right, the leather backing here. It's really quality construction. People will know because on the real Sorel it says Sorel here, but even the colors and everything is right here. But this is a hard rubber construction. This is the real Sorel. This is the real tag. This is a beautiful boot, women's boot. It's very stylish. You can see by the fabric here and the style. It's a narrower cut. I go over all this in an online just comparison. You'll see that in a second. It does differ. The lining in here is not removable like it is on the Joan of Arctic, and it's a thinner lining. It's only 100 grams versus the Joan of Arctic 6 millimeters felt insert. It's also a shorter boot, and it only seals technically up to about here, and that's a big difference because it's a shorter boot. Now, when you lace these up, you will get protection from the water, rain and snow, but technically it's not sealed up all the way. One slight difference, but it is great for the urban lady, that's for sure. If you want to make a statement, ideally at the bottom of the ski hill, and not the the outback or the back country. Let me cut to the video, and I will. I wanted to show you. You will see that JBU makes one just like this. They did a great job copying this, just like they did the Joan of Arctic. And let me cut to the video. I'll show you both those. So before I get into the show you differences between the JBU and Sorel, let's just get into the differences between the Tofino II and the Joan of Arctic. Main difference you'll see is the height of the boots. This is the Tofino II. It's 10¼ inches. The Joan of Arc is going to be 12 inches in height. Even the laces here, this Joan of Arctic, 52 inches versus the 42. Another thing, the biggest thing, is the insulation. So a lot of people complain that the Tofino II isn't quite as warm as the Joan of Arctic. It really depends on what you're doing with it, but here they advertise 100 grams of insulation. Here they go by millimeters. It's a 6 millimeter felt innerliner boot. I tried to do the math. You can't really compare them, but it is a known fact that these are a bit warmer. And made for deeper snow, thus the height difference. The midsole of the Joan of Arc is also advertised as 2.5 millimeter frost plug. That's not here. This outsole is just molded rubber. So you can see again that this is more of a fashionable shoe. You could even see it's cut out to take the shape of the foot, whereas the Joan of Arctic is just more like a traditional rain boot. It does have a bit of a cutout, and this part here is going to definitely fit more like a rain boot. Your muck out boots. It's a wider footbed as compared to the Tofino, and you can see that in a bunch of different things. Now, one thing to notice, you'll see how this curves up. I'll show you the real one, but that's that's definitely true. You know, that's, you can see that in the real one. That's a real thing, as opposed to the Joan of Arctic that doesn't have that much of a curve. It's a flatter heel. I just got rid of that. Just moving on to the what I wanted to really show you was, this is actually the JBU. It looks just like the Joan of Arc. Sorry, like the Tofino II. This is the Tofino II. It's got the rings for the laces. It's got this nice little pattern here. It's got this faux leather look here. It's got the heel. It's got the white line. Well, there you go. Same fabric, same loops. Only difference here is the faux fur here versus this type of faux fur. But if you like the look, these are really pretty close. This is the real Sorels. That's another difference. I mean, really, if you look from afar, nobody will really look carefully. The only difference you'll see is the back. This says JBU, and this has got Sorel. Outside that, look at the back here. Same tabs, everything. They really did a great job copying it, if I'm honest. Again, this is the real one. When I say real one, they're both real, but one is a copy of the other. They're pretty damn close, and from a money-wise, $85 versus $156. You can get them on sale sometimes, $170. Maybe a little bit cheaper. Nordstrom, I think, had them $99 too. And JBU did the same exact thing with the Joan of Arctic. Here's the Joan of Arctic. Here's the JBU. They too got the tabs here. They got the laces. Same, the colors are the same. They've got the heel down. Look at the pattern here. Look at the real one. Look at this pattern here. Same exact thing. And most boots differ. They won't have this shape cut out that gives you a little bit better footing than, say, like a regular rain boot or a muck out. And then the JBU kind of captured that as well. These are some different angles. This is the JBU, and this is the Joan of Arctic, the real one. Yeah, that versus that. JBU, Joan of Arctic, pretty damn close. And this is the one I have here. These are a lot fancier. These look a lot nicer. They come in various colors. Here. And yeah, very, very fashionable, but not quite as practical as the original Joan of Arc.
So there you have it, the original Sorel, as well as a really good copy of the JBUs. Both decent shoes. The original Sorels, you can't go wrong with them. If you like the look of the Sorels and you don't think you're going to use the boots as much and you don't want to pay up, these are a great alternative. Honestly, if somebody saw you walking head on, they would never know the difference until they see the back of the boot, if they see the back of the boot. So two great options. I hope this helped clarify some things for you, especially the difference between the Tofino II and the Joan of Arctic. If you found this at all helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, subscribe down below. And I thank you for joining me.